How much can you earn? That's another one. Again, as I mentioned earlier, it depends what you invest in. Obviously, equities can produce probably the highest income. Property can produce a relatively steady, and to some extent inflation-linked incomes. Fixed interest, it is what it is. It's fixed interest. It doesn't tend to change very much. If you buy bonds when yields are high, you tend to have a better return than if you buy them when bonds are low. And then again, there's annuities, which give you a fixed return over a certain number of years, but it tends to be fixed. What the US research we've looked at tells you, you want about 60% of your retirement income should come from your investment returns. So in other words, when you've saved up all your money, you've probably got 10% has come from your salary, 30% has come from your savings. You've then got to say, well, how your savings have accumulated over the years. That other balance has to come from your retirement income. So what you earn on your investments, is a critical component of what you have to live on. So, and as I mentioned earlier, if you assume you're going to live for at least 30 more years after you retire, you do need to invest in some growth assets, largely to counter the effects of inflation, but also because, you do want to, as you draw down from your capital, you do want it to replenish itself because the assets are growing in value. So you need some portion in that.